It is said that charity begins at home. So if I teach every other person Microsoft Excel without teaching my own people, what will I gain? Absolutely nothing. So my colleagues, my fellow accountants, this video is for you. In fact, all of you who have accounting background, either it's finance, banking, marketing, economics, or you are a chartered accountant, you have ACA, you have CNA, you have FCA, and all of those CAs and CAs, please, this video is for you. You are used to the word depreciation, and no doubt you know the calculation of depreciation. You know the accounting method of depreciation. But have you solved depreciation using Microsoft Excel? What if you go for an interview and you are asked to calculate simple straight line method of depreciation using Microsoft Excel? Will you be able to deliver, or you will fall your hand? Well, before you go for that interview, before you fall your hand, let me teach you how you can calculate depreciation using Microsoft Excel. For this demonstration, I'm going to use the straight line method of depreciation, which is the simplest method. Now look at your screen. So here we have an asset that was bought for 5 million naira, which is this original cost of asset, 5 million naira, and the salvage value of this asset is 1.5 million naira, and we are told that this asset is going to last for 5 years. So you are asked to fill this table here with the appropriate data, calculate the depreciation, the end book value for every year, and the starting book value for every year too. So we have the period in years. We have period 1 to 5 because we are told that the asset will last for 5 years. So now, to fill this table, we start with the cost of the item, the original cost of the asset. Now, the original cost of the asset, we are told, is 5 million naira. So no need to type the figure to save our time. Just say equal to, click on that cell and press enter. The 5 million naira will come into that position. All right, now you want to calculate the depreciation. So to get our depreciation, you know now it's the straight line method we are using now. So it is the original cost of the item minus the salvage value of the item divided by the number of years the item is going to last. So we say equal to original cost, which is 5 million naira, minus this one, 1.5. You can put it in a bracket for easy understanding. Then you can now say divide by 5, which is the useful life, and press enter. We have 700,000 as the depreciation for the first year. All right, so now how do we get our accumulated depreciation for the first year? It is the same thing as this, so equal to this, and we press enter. Okay, what about our end book value? So to get our end book value, we say equal to this, which is the start book value, minus the depreciation will give us our end book value. All right, so now what's our start book value for second year? The end book value of the previous year is the start book value of this current year. So we can say equal to, we just click on the end book value of the previous year and press enter. Okay, now what's the depreciation for the second year? Is still the same thing as the 700,000 naira. Now let me give you this bonus tip for all of us who are accountants. This is important, just pay attention. There is an Excel function for calculation of depreciation using straight line method. This one I'm doing this minus this divided by this. That is the one you were taught in school. So I just did that for you to understand what we are doing. But Excel has a formula for it on its own. So now let me teach you that formula. The formula is called SLN. SLN. All right. So that formula is just designed strictly for depreciation calculation using straight line method. So I want to use it for this second year so that you understand. We are going to get the same thing, but let me do it now. Now watch your screen. So you can say equal to, don't forget we are still going to arrive at 700,000 naira, which is the depreciation for the asset for all of the years. So equal to SLN, then open the bracket. You see, Excel, knowing that SLN is a formula for straight line method of depreciation, it's not asking us what is the cost. Look at it, cost is bold here. You see, cost, every other item is faint there, but when you see cost is bold. So it's asking us what is the cost of this asset we want to depreciate. So you can just go and click the cell where the cost is. So just click on this cell, which is cell B4, then separate it with a comma. It's not asking you what is the salvage value of this asset. That's why salvage is bolder than every other item there. All right, so just click on the salvage value, which is 1.5 million naira. Separate that with a comma too, and it's also asking us what is the useful life of this asset. So it's 5 years. You can just click on that same cell that has 5. Click on it and close the bracket and press enter. You see, we have the same answer, but this time around is giving us in currency, is giving us in USD, knowing that this is a formula for depreciation, and depreciation is usually in currency, either it's in naira, it's in dollar, it's in pounds, it's in euro, it's in currency. That's why it has applied currency to it. So this is the actual formula for calculation of depreciation, not that first one I did, but for you to understand it at first, that was why I did that first formula, and so that every other person who is not an accountant can also follow through. That was why I did that first one, which you were taught in school. So henceforth, as an accountant, chartered, FCA, ACA, CNA, FCNA, and all of you, what we'll be using now is SLN to calculate our depreciation using straight line method. All right, so I don't want to work with this currency I'm seeing here. I can just format it to remove that currency. All right, so we're having the same 700,000 naira. Now let's move forward. So now I want to calculate the accumulated depreciation for the second year. And how do you get that? It is that of the previous year plus the one of current year. That will give you the accumulated depreciation for this year. All right, so we can say equal to the one of last year, which is this, plus this current one, and you press enter, you get 1.4 million naira. Then how do we get our end book value? You can say equal to the opening balance minus the depreciation. Press enter. All right, I think at this point now I can drag this formula down, but for me to drag this second one down that has formula, this one we apply this depreciation formula, I have to lock those cells. If not, we're going to get wrong answer. So I can just highlight on them and press F1, press enter. It's also giving us in dollars, so we want to remove it. All right, so if I can now drag, you see, then I can drag this one and I can drag this one too. How do you know that you are correct? At the end of the year, you see the value of our asset is 1.5 million naira, and that is what we were told from the question, that the salvage value of this item or of this asset is 1.5 million naira, and we have now solved and seen that actually that is the value we have. So at this point you can know that you are correct. Accounting is evolving. We are leaving that book with which you were taught and we are going into system. So just drop your book and carry your laptop and begin to learn all accounting skills. It will interest you to know that in this upcoming training I'm having on the 26th of July 2025, I'm going to bring in some accounting questions into it. So if you are an accountant and you have not registered for this training that is coming up this month of July, just go and register now. Click on the link on my bio to register. I'm bringing some accounting questions and some other real life questions that we're going to solve together. I'm starting from the beginners level to advanced level. In fact, you are going to learn so much. In this training that is coming up, all the things I taught you in the previous training, I am not going to teach anyone except VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP. Why I want to teach VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP is because I want to teach the advanced VLOOKUP and advanced XLOOKUP. We also call it two-way VLOOKUP or two-way XLOOKUP. So for me to teach that advanced one, I need to teach you the beginners level first, because in the training there are some beginners among us and there are some advanced persons among us. So I will first of all take that beginners level of VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP before we now transit into the advanced VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP. So only the VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP are the things that I'm going to teach in this training that I have taught before. So if you have participated in my training before and you feel that there is no need joining this one again, you are going to miss so much. You are going to miss a lot. You are going to miss out so many things. I'm bringing in fresh scenarios, fresh topics to teach you. And this training is going to be filled with so many practical questions where you have opportunity to ask all your questions. We are going to convert your questions into data and we will solve it and you see it practically. So if you have not registered for this training, you are going to miss so much. Click on the link on my bio now to register. It's just 10,000 naira. See you in my training.